Hey guys, welcome to Walkthrough Wednesday, Huntsville's premier interactive virtual home tour show. My name is Brandon Taylor with Capstone Realty. Each week I walk through two houses that are on the Huntsville market and give you some advice, insight, and mostly though, I get your opinions on these properties. So it's a lot of fun, answer some polls, hope you'll stick around. This week we're checking out two houses, one in the Monrovia area and one in the Madison area, both for just under $400,000. We're gonna see what you can get in those two areas and what y'all think about them. Let's get started. All right, first up is 100 Tea Party Circle. It's a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 3,400 square foot home. We're kind of between, we're near County Line Road, near Liberty Middle School. It's a pretty good looking house, all brick, nice dormer. The roof does look like it probably needs a little bit of work. It looks like some shingles are sliding off. Other than that, though, it looks pretty well maintained. It's been on the market for 30 days, which in this market is a long time in Madison. So we'll have to see what's up with that. We do have a 3-car garage. You can see the dormer upstairs. Looks like there was some kind of addition on the back with the vinyl siding back there. So let's see what all we can learn. All right, so walking in the front door, there's some pretty nice hardwood floors here. They did replace the light fixtures in both the foyer area and in the living space. I love these big old windows and all this natural light in this family room. Good sized fireplace. And yeah, pretty nice entryway. And we'll go straight into the master. Does a master bedroom by the front door bother you, or do you like that? It's convenient, but also could lack some privacy, I guess. So yeah, it's at the front of the house. Big window, which I like. The tray ceiling looks nice. And then let's check out this bathroom. They did a bathroom renovation clearly. Looks like they did a wood tile, new vanity, new tub. I like the big window. Has a big rain head shower over it and then a handheld, and the toilet's over in the corner over there. Yeah, I think it's a great layout. It's a nice space. They did a good job. I love a closet system, so I'm always glad when I see people put them in there. I think it's a great use of space, and this is a nice looking one that I think is a great value for a buyer because they're expensive to put in, but they are not bad. They don't add much value for when you buy it, so it's nice. All right, from the living room, we head in here. It does look like a dining space, family room, and kitchen. It does look like this was probably the original back of the house right here, this wall going straight across, and so this was all an addition at some point in the past, but nothing wrong with that. All right, it looks like all new paint and carpet in the family room. It's a nice space. What do you think? Lots of good windows, access to the back deck out there. We'll check that out in a second. Next, we look at the kitchen. It's a little bit dated with the browns and tan, but it's granite, nice countertops, nice appliances. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give the kitchen? It's probably not a 10. I get that. But what do you think? All right, kind of next to that area, there's this room. And I'm not sure what it is. Probably an office area. There's no closet or anything. It's just a room. What would you use this room for? All right, and then there's a laundry room. I don't care the color cabinets in a laundry room, but I love them. It's so good for storage and that sort of thing. And then we have a 3-car garage, which is pretty fantastic. Huge space. And it's even got extra tall because we're up on a crawl space a little bit. And so you get some vertical storage too, which is really great. All right, there's one more room off of the dining room. There's a bedroom. So it's a good sized bedroom. It's nice to have 2 on the main floor for either a nursery or if aging parents or things like that. So that's nice. And it does have its own bathroom. It's a 3-quarter bath that they redid recently. Looks like new cabinetry, flooring. Shower's not new, but or maybe it is. I don't know. The door definitely is. So yeah, it looks like it's in good shape. All right, we came up the stairs and we do have some hardwood floors continue up here. And then this first bedroom, there's new carpet. Pretty decent sized room with a closet. All right, bathroom up here. Looks pretty standard. It does have granite countertops with a seam in the middle. It's a little annoying for that size. But yeah, other than that, pretty standard bathroom. All right, next room, walk in, gray hallway, gray walls that have all been painted. Oh, there's a room back here. And then there's a room over the garage as well through that bedroom. That's a little odd. I didn't notice this. Anyway, long, skinny room. What'd you use these two rooms for? So we got a room in here, then you got a small step into a room here. I'm thinking kind of an office area and a playroom, or kind of even two playrooms, kind of a front and back playroom situation. But you do get some good storage on the edges, which is nice. With the half door down there and kind of a dog-eared door over here. All right, and then another bedroom with a closet. Pretty basic, not a huge bedroom, but it's fine. And the last bedroom is pretty much the same size as that one over here. All right, and finally we're stepping outside and checking out the backyard. It's a good sized deck. A little bit of a covered area. And then a good sized yard, not kind of overlooking it. I think I saw that there was a trampoline over there at one point. Not a huge yard. It's up high, but it's good size. All right, as we walk away from this one, what are your biggest pros and cons for house number one? All right, so you got your pros and cons. My biggest pros, location's fantastic. The size of the house is nice. And it's pretty move-in ready. I mean, obviously the kitchen's not ideal, but having those bathrooms already done, carpets and paint and whatnot, so it's in pretty good shape. Cons for me, there's a couple awkward spaces. One of the downsides of additions and things like that is sometimes they feel like they were tacked on. And finally, price, $115 a square foot is not a bad price in Madison City. And so, yeah, seems appropriately priced. I'm honestly kind of confused as to why it's still sitting here. So what do you think? What do you think is keeping it on the market for as long as it's been? And finally, if you were giving this one a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst house you've ever seen, 10 being absolute paradise, where do you think this one fits in? All right, now we are at house number 2. We drove out to Monrovia where we're checking out a 3,600 square foot, 4-bedroom, 4-bath house that I'm looking forward to showing y'all. Let's go. All right, so here we are at 156 Legacy Trace Drive. It's a 3,670 square foot, 4-bedroom, 4-bath house. It is listed for $385,000. It has been on the market since September 8th. It did go under contract for 10 days and came back out. So we're gonna see if what's going on. All right, you walk into a foyer that has a dining room on one side, family room right in front of us, and then kind of a study on the other side. I love the high ceilings, the tall doorways. There's some great pocket doors, and y'all know how I'm crazy about pocket doors on both this side and that side. So I like it. I like the entryway. Let's see what else we see. Great size study with the built-ins and some nice natural light. And the same down here in the dining room. I love the built-ins and the high craftsman style wainscoting is nice. All right, next up we're in the living room space, family room. Sure, we'll go with living room. Oh, that's cool. Pass-through fireplace into the kitchen that we'll check out in a second. Do you like these little alcoves where you're supposed to basically put your electronics? Would you rather have that, or would you rather have a flat wall so you can decide where to put it and move it around if you want to? It does have some, the tray ceiling has some accent lighting, which is kind of cool. And huge back doors out to the patio. All right, and then we're in the kitchen. It is a huge kitchen with a bold paint color on the walls with the navy blue. I normally recommend people stay away from the bold colors when you're trying to sell. I think painting this gray would catch a lot more buyers. And this sink, what do you think about a red sink? Should it stay or should it go? What do you think? There's no hood, which is kind of odd, over the stove. So weird. It looks like there used to be one maybe. I wonder why they took it out. So that's a little weird, but big kitchen, great layout. I like the fireplace. Once again, I asked on the last one, we'll ask this one too. On a scale of 1 to 10, what are you giving this kitchen? Oh, this is cool. So this is this window is made for growing stuff in it. So that's pretty cool. So you can put plants and stuff. My plant lady wife would love that, I think. All right, heading off the living space, back here we have some bedrooms. Good sized bedroom with these great bamboo floors, tall ceilings. It's really a good sized space. All right, and then here's a hall bathroom. Then with some pretty dark tile. What do you think about the tile selection? But it's a good sized shower. Pretty nice. All right, second bedroom we came to is another pretty large bedroom. Whoa, that is a fan. I had no idea that was a fan. That is cool. Looks like I'm on a spaceship or something. All right, there's another bathroom back here. It was also all custom built. Everything's white here. Looks like they probably redid this tile at some point. It needs a little bit of love back in that corner, but pretty nice. All right, and then back here, we're heading into the master. There's a really large master bedroom. Lots of detail on the ceiling and some built-ins and a gas fireplace, which is pretty cool. What do you think about the surround? I think it's a bold pattern. I like it. They like red and blue. They're consistent and probably patriotic. All right, next up we have the master bathroom. Got the vessel sink. Just one sink in a master this size is a little bit surprising, to be honest. But other than that, it is a large tub, jetted with a hand wand and whatnot. And then this is a steam shower because it captures all the steam up here. Another pocket door for my enjoyment. I appreciate that. And then here's a good size closet. I'd replace the carpet and paint the walls if I were making a recommendation to them. All right, so then off the kitchen, there is this room, which is probably a family room. Something like that. Could use it like a study or an office. A second one, craft room. All kinds of things you could use it for. But it's pretty nice. What would you use this kind of space for? It's right off the kitchen, right off the patio. Has a bunch of built-ins. And then right next to it is the laundry space. It's nice, man. They really do like red. They like what they like for sure. And then we have a good size garage. It does seem like there's an extended space back here for a little shop area. All right, coming upstairs, there's a little, I'm not sure what this is, a room. And then another kind of bonus room space up here with a bathroom. All right. So that's the fourth bathroom. There's a 3/4 bath with a walk-in closet. There's a tile shower as well. All right, so all those doors that we passed by head out to this nice covered patio. I love this little courtyard space. A lot of good privacy between the two wings almost. Could be a great entertaining space, especially if you made this a patio actually. I do think, I haven't looked at the prices for all this new construction, but I think the new construction might be hurting this specific house because it's surrounded by new homes that I think are a bit smaller. And so I think people are maybe being cautious about their investment, because if all the houses around it are $100,000 less because they're 1,000 square feet smaller, you start worrying, am I overspending? I think that's a real good question to ask. So that's, I think, probably why it's struggling to sell. All right, so as we leave house number 2, what are your biggest pros and cons about house number 2? Biggest pros for me, I love the space. I think the layout is pretty convenient. Yeah, and the price is attractive. I think it's a huge house, good space for a good value. The minuses for me is there's a lot of bold colors, so you're going to end up painting it a lot, which isn't a huge deal, but it would show better if you took care of that as a seller. I think things like some kitchen choices and bathroom choices are pretty unique. So you got to find the right buyer who likes that same style or is willing to take it on. Because even though it's not necessarily like old, it's not necessarily what people want either. Finally, I do think the neighborhood's great. I'm not complaining about the neighborhood, but this house is kind of big for the neighborhood. It's kind of like the nicest house on the block. And I think there's a lot of buyers who always worry about being the biggest house on the block. So I think he may be in trouble for that. So those are my positives and negatives. Overall, what would you give this on a scale of 1 to 10 for the whole house? All right, and finally, if we are comparing these two houses, they're about the same price. One's in Madison City, one is in Monrovia, so you're changing school districts, and normally that is a premium that you pay for that. So which of these two houses would you choose if you had to pick? All right, guys, I hope you are having a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a happy new year, and I hope 2021 treats you right. Thanks, guys. Have a good week.